Live. All right. So let me know when it goes.
We're live.
We are. Oh my goodness. I can't see anything. So hey y'all. Okay. So hi everyone. My name is Victoria L. And thank you so much for watching The Wedding Game Chapter 35. Of course, we have a wonderful show for you. We have a special guest. I'm so excited. We have a special guest tonight. Well, let me introduce those who've been here before. We got my sister Maggie over here. Say hello to the group.
Hey,
we got my sister Cherie. Say hello to the group. I almost said Tanya. Tanya's missing. She'll be back next week. And then Cherie, who is our lovely guest?
Oh my gosh. So, we're all from Georgia Southern. Not my girls, but everybody, the guys that come on here so far. We get some new news, but Georgia Southern is popping. So this is my friend Solomon. I met him at Georgia Southern, and now we go to church together, which is amazing.
Yes,
yes, he is a teacher of special needs children. All right. Let's do it. Yes. Anyway, but he also has a podcast that he is doing called Songs of Solomon. So also check that out.
Nice.
Especially, this is my friend. So this is Solomon. Y'all welcome up in this space here. Not like what? What's that?
Welcome
him in the group. Okay,
there. And he got that biblical name.
How are you? How are you doing? What's up, y'all?
We love it. We love it. So, as you guys keep peeking on in, don't forget to say hello in the chat. Maggie, what are we talking about this evening?
Yes. So, hey, everybody. Hope everybody had a wonderful week. Your Thursday's going well. Our topic to get into tonight is dating and finances. Dating and finances, Beyonce and finance, marriage and finance. How does that play a role in your dating? When do you start talking about it? Who cares? Are we complete opposites? But that is our topic for tonight, dating and finances. So, who's going to kick it off?
Not I.
Yeah, well, the odd one out the group. So
go ahead, Cherie.
I'm gonna kick it off just because.
Thank you for that.
The odd one out the group. So finances and dating. To be honest, for me, finances are a little bit scary to talk about for me because my background with finances has not been up to par, I would say. So right now, like in my singleness, I am learning to be better at my finances. But at first there has been like a little touchy subject. I'm like, I don't know if I want to talk about that. But I'm truthful, so here it is. But yeah, so I don't know. I guess for me it's like, now I'm not gonna say I'm about to be dating somebody that's like not like, I'm not gonna say have a low credit score, but in a sense of that you're not working towards anything. Like you're just, I just got it. It is what it is. Or I just don't know what to do and you're not trying to search on how to do it. I think for me, I would personally like somebody that knows money, that knows finance. So therefore they can help me because I'm looking to be helped. You see what I'm saying?
So you're saying help me with the individual. So we need to know ourselves first and see if we can manage our own individual circumstances.
No,
before we connect with someone. Okay.
Yeah. But not like, I'm not saying like I'm just out here just being like, nah, I'm gonna wait until that person. I just know my flaws and I know I'm not the best in that category. Not saying that I'm out here just like, hey, here go money, here go a credit card. Like I don't do that. But at the same time, I would prefer somebody that knows more in that particular category than me.
Do you think that that's going to keep you from dating?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, to be honest, because it hasn't now, so.
Okay. All right. Maggie?
Yeah, I was gonna
say Miss Finance. We're gonna shout you out at the end about your finances.
Right.
Go ahead.
No, so I think it's all a journey. And what Cherie said, right? some of us are savers and some of us are spenders. I would put myself in the category as a, I like to spend. I don't think I'm a bona fide saver because I do enjoy spending money. And so, Sharita, your point, I think we all know our strengths and weaknesses, and it is, it's a habit and a discipline. And sometimes you fall off and you have to get back on. So, right, I don't think any of us are perfect when it comes to this. But so yeah, I feel like if two spenders were together, like I guess when I think about it, right, in dating, I really have never, I was about to say I never had the conversation around salary and stuff, but I've dated some people where, you know, people are like, so what you making? Why are you trying to be in my business? Are we
right? What?
Are we getting serious? If not, we don't need to have this conversation, right? So I think finances, without having specific, what are you making? What are you bringing in? I think you start to watch people and watch people's behaviors as you're hanging out with them in your conversation. As you start to go out, you see, are they splurging $150 on a Friday night, buying bottles and buying shots for everybody? Or is it like, oh, it's just me and my mate, and we're going out and being sensible? So I think you start observing people, if that makes sense.
Okay. Mr. Solomon, you want to give us the male perspective on finances?
Of course.
Or how do you feel about women in finances? Or was that an issue for you? Or do you spend?
Well, I think that when I was dating, I didn't really talk about my finances with women. Uh-oh, my bad.
That might be somebody trying to jump on. So
yeah, actually it was. Actually, it was. But
let us know, because we can just send him the little link. Put him in the room.
All right, I'm gonna talk to him after I answer this question.
Okay.
But I think so. Like when I was dating, I didn't really talk about finances because it never got that serious, you know. So it's like I would date and I would treat, wine and dine, and then see it wasn't going anywhere, and then disappear. So it didn't get to that point. But I feel like with my wife, while we were dating, you kind of over time you develop, like you kind of see how the person handles money, and you see their habits, their spending habits, and then when it gets to a point where you feel like it's gonna go to another level, you start having those discussions. Like, so, what you feel about saving, or do you have a savings account, or do you have a checking account?
Right. Correct.
So I think it depends. Like once you get to a certain stage, it's just kind of natural that you start talking about those things.
So Solomon, you say natural, and I feel like there's a theme that we've had in our podcast session.
That's right.
It's natural. It's a natural progression. But what we've learned is things aren't so natural. Yeah. You have to be intentional about those conversations. Yeah. Because if we won't have them, it seems like we're scared of having those difficult, transparent, vulnerable conversations. And money is a big one.
Yeah. I mean, money can be, it can cause some arguments, just depending on the two people and what your views are on money. But I mean, I agree with you. You do have to be intentional. But I know when I was dating my wife, she was the first woman that I was intentional with. So I went in telling her like, look, I'm not going to be giving away my goods. You're going to have to wait on this. Like
I never heard a man say that. So go ahead.
Yeah. So, but like we had those conversations. So it was like I was intentional from the beginning. So in my intentionality, those conversations came up naturally, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Thank you for that statement.
You're welcome for that statement.
Victoria, we've spoken from that.
Yes, we have.
What is your, take on dating?
Well, I'm going to be honest, as I always am. My spending is, if I like it and I want it, I get it. I'm sorry, I don't window shop. If I go somewhere, I have an issue sometimes with I don't window shop. So if I want to go, like, it's hard for me to walk through the mall and say, oh, let me just keep my head down and stay focused and go straight and not buy nothing. Like something that's gonna make me be like, oh, let me get them earrings. Let me get it. It could be the smallest thing in the world, and it could be me buying something from somebody for someone else. Don't matter. But I've learned, being that I'm getting a lot more responsibilities in my adult life, it don't work like that. Not for my pockets. You know what I mean? I have to really budget. I got a budget and make sure I only play with my money. I don't play with no money, but I only really get like, oh, okay, I can buy this on the 15th, not the 30th, because stuff is due on the 1st. That's just what I do now. But I know I went out on a date and we were in the mall and the guy was like, what? You are really spending a lot of money. I was like, what? You ain't buying it? I'm just saying, I'm not asking you to buy it. And that'd be different. I'm like this, oh, Bill, you want to hook me up real quick? But I think that could have probably caused some kind of concern, but it doesn't matter because he's not here anymore. So maybe it did. I don't know. Have you guys, okay, so while we're waiting on Solomon to possibly give us some more male perspective, have you guys had any kind of situations where you're dating someone and finances was an issue on this level of us dating? I'll go first to open it up. Someone which, oh my God, forgive me, but it doesn't matter. He's not in my life anymore. He had the nerve to have me on three-way with him while he called the bank, knowing good and well he had $2 in the bank account. So he's thinking, back in my saving days, which is no longer, Jesus saves, I don't. So back in them saving days, I guess he thought since I helped him out so much that I'd be like this, oh man, he ain't got no money. Let me hook him up. Let me just help him out. Nope. I just look at him and I use him as a story to say, I ain't doing that. You got $2 in the bank and you knew, and you call on three-way and I was present, you trying to play games with me. That means you weren't ready to date. That's the main idea, because I wasn't going to save your brother. Now, it's different if you're falling on hard times and we together, that's different. But that's at another time. Maggie or Cherie, do you have any, do you guys have any stories about finances being an issue when you were dating?
No.
I'm not going to say issue, but I did date someone that.
Come on. I'm sorry, I'm thirsty.
He wasn't really, I get, he was like on a tight, super, a teacher, like it was a teacher salary in a small town.
Okay.
And so he, it was just very tight and it was interesting. And I was like, I don't know the things that he would spend money on or what he was interested in. I feel like he would spend money on his hobbies. And I'm like, is that, and you start thinking about their decisions, right? Their habits and something. And it's like, do I really, you spending all this money on that? Like you said, that person that was in the mall with you was like, she's spending all this. I was like, you spending money on that? That's what you choose to spend your play money or on?
Yeah.
Right. So it makes you think, and then it makes you think they're okay with where they are. Not meaning where they are, like they don't want to do better, but where they are just in general with living situation and car situation and certain things that you're like, would I be comfortable being with somebody that's okay with just that? And didn't seem like they wanted better or work towards better. And they were okay. And a lot of people are okay where they are. But then when you have goals and ambitions and want to change,
right,
you, in my mind, have to accept somebody where they are, because it's not guaranteed they want to change. And you definitely can't change somebody.
Right.
So would you date someone who had a lower credit score than you do, Miss Credit Score Queen? Maggie?
Well, you know, credit.
Because that's your business, by the way. Maggie got a business. If you need help with your credit score, she gonna hook you up. Go ahead, Maggie.
Hey, the business services. Yes, look me up on Instagram. Yes, I would date someone with a lower credit score than mine. I was having a conversation with somebody the other day, and they challenged me and was like, you have a great credit score, awesome, but you're also about being debt free and not having to put things on credit and all of this. So why are you so worried about your credit score? I was like, first of all, don't come for me for my credit score. Let me have a good credit score. And I get, yes, want to be debt free, got goals and all of that stuff. But if ever I want to use somebody else's money, guess what? I can with my credit score and then pay off with my cash. Who said if I had cash and I was debt free that I would want to spend cash on everything? I said, don't come for me. Let's have good credit scores and some money in the bank. Let's work the whole system. But so yeah, I would.
Wait, but okay, so say hey to Jerry and JC.
Jerry, that's my Celtics buddy and Cathedral buddy. Boom, boom.
But, right. But Jerry was like, she's running from credit scores at the first date.
Look,
because she does have credit business.
Jerry.
Right.
But I need to, but I don't do that.
She's not gonna do that.
Like, how would that even work? Like, right. Hey, how you doing? What's your credit score again?
Right, Jerry acting like I'm going in somebody's system to put up.
Yeah, you
know. Not doing that.
Ladies, my homeboy is trying to join the call.
Oh, look at that! It's in the waiting room. Not yet. Oh, hold on. Let me see. He might be. Don't say, is he in the waiting room? But go ahead and continue while I try to figure out.
You're talking about Credit Karma. Okay, Credit Karma, right. You need to look. Right. But Credit Karma is not that accurate.
It's really not.
It's not.
It's not. It's just trying to help you out.
Can I tell y'all a story? When I was on Credit Karma? So I was trying to buy a house, right? And I was like, this was a while ago. And I thought I had a 7 something. That's what Credit Karma said. That's what that thing was about a 605. Okay.
Oh,
a whole 100. What?
That thing was off. That thing was off.
It was 95 points off.
I could not.
I've seen the 40
no Credit Karma. Okay.
Look, Credit Karma. People look at Credit Karma. They have you having high hopes.
Yeah.
They do, but some people need that. If they kill them with a 3, then they need that little hope. So it's okay.
Right. Ashley, back up in here. You know she in here faithfully. Hey, girl.
Hello, that's the sis. Ashley, thank you.
And Jerry, you're right. You have different credit scores. You're right. You have insurance. Yeah, you have multiple. So
you do.
Okay,
but see, I ask this all the time. Since I'll ask Maggie since she's here, with the credit. Mindset. Which one, if you were just out of the box, just trying to figure out like Solomon trying to close on a house, which credit score would be closer to the real, what you got?
Honestly, nowadays, there are so many things connected to your bank accounts or things you have that offer free credit scores. I would work with your bank or a different institution first from a free standpoint. And then secondly, you can pull your credit report so you can do your own research and request a free credit report, and you can see the negative or delinquent items, collection items, and everything on your credit report, so you know and can work towards cleaning them up. And that's free, and all of that is free.
Where would they go though?
I can post the information, or you can reach out to me. Yep. But really, each credit bureau, you can reach out to each credit bureau and request your credit report.
Okay, so dating and credit scores. The stupid thing about credit to me is that you have to have credit to have good credit. Like what? Like your credit score, you basically have no. Let's say you have no credit card debt or whatever, but you automatically have bad credit because you don't have no credit.
Right. What? No credit is worse than bad credit.
Stupid.
Credit is definitely worse than bad credit.
Because you have
no history, so I don't know anything about you. At least you bad. I know I'm not gonna loan you. No history is like
hello
you just on the world.
So, oh my gosh, our person is coming. Admit. It says, okay, he gonna introduce him. You gonna introduce him, Solomon, when he come on here, okay?
Oh, Solomon got hype. Wait a minute.
That's what I'm talking about. We got to get that ratio of men together.
Exactly, okay. Jerry. History, then no credit. Exactly.
Honey, I don't play with my credit, child. Let me tell you that. I don't play with
So Jerry, while you're typing in the chat, how do you feel about, did y'all have that conversation early on or in your dating? What's your experience has been with this dating and finances?
Right, because Jerry is married, honey. So he needs to tell us what he did, you know. He's coming, I think, I don't know.
I know, right?
Well, he's on mute, but I don't know what his camera is.
All right. I'm outside and I'm very dark.
You're not that dark, sir. You are not that dark. Okay, go ahead. Whatever your comfort level is, go ahead, mystery man.
Cherie.
I know.
Hello.
What's up? When
What's
I saw
up?
the name, I said, "What?"
Yes, it's me. So I don't have that much time. Brother Solomon hit me up, told me what the topic was. So I just wanted to jump in real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So where are we with this? What are we talking about this right now?
Yeah, what have been your experiences with dating? And are you single currently?
I am single currently.
Okay,
So
darkness.
What have been your experiences
Darkness.
with dating and finances, or talking about finances, or how you look at a woman when you're trying to date her, or if you're not being intentional? So just really some of your experience and your thoughts around dating and finances.
Oh wow. My experiences, man, most of my experiences have been extremely casual when it comes to the finances part. So I don't really feel like I have that much input on it. I don't really. I feel like I usually wind up in situations where it's really not that big of an issue. We just try to get things done, and as long as we communicate about that, we're pretty much straight. I mean, I personally stay away from those leeches anyway. So
How do you know that she's a leech?
what's that?
How do you know that she's a leech?
Oh well, usually the red flags are usually there before yeah, from the beginning. And I kind of move slow anyway. I pace myself, so yeah. Usually I see those flags a mile away, so it's just you just don't really go any further.
Give us a couple of those flags. What are a couple of those red flags?
Thank you, Maggie.
Okay. Well, for example, I think I saw it was earlier this year, or a little bit after the shutdown. I hung out with this one chick one night, and it's just, I mean, mainly if you already asking for stuff like, and we just still getting to know each other, that's a red flag. Because what are you asking? What are you asking for? Like, why are you asking for?
And it's a whole pandemic.
You said what?
Right.
And it's a whole pandemic, exactly. And then usually when you hear past stories, when they like complain about maybe a past situation, and you're like, okay, I'm not really sure what the issue was. I feel like I don't have all the information here, but that's usually a flag for me.
I want to know
like,
what she was asking for on the first
okay.
Hello.
What are they asking for?
Yeah, what she asked for?
Asked for on the first date?
A Birkin.
A Birkin bag? No, man.
Nah, ain't nobody. Nah, they ain't went that far. Just.
I was like, a Birkin bag. What? No, sir.
Well, put it like this. I remember her specifically describing like how she might be a little needy, and how how should I say it? She was like, yeah, when she wants what she wants when she wanted, or some crap like that. I don't know.
Oh.
But that's pretty much everybody. But I feel like if you're voicing that, that's the problem. Like, why do you feel like you need to tell me that? I mean, that's everybody feels like that. I mean, that's the difference between children and adults. So, I mean.
Ashley said she asked for $40 probably.
$40. I mean, $40 ain't a lot, but why are you asking me for $40? We just met.
And I don't even know you like that. What?
Right.
That's the main thing. Yeah.
Well,
Oh my God.
oh, wow. Okay, so she's asking for things on the first. What? Why would she ask on the first date? Dang. She didn't want to ease into that.
Nah.
But you know what? You know what though? If even if someone's asking for something on the first date, it depends on what the vibe is too. Because if you're interested in the person, you're not gonna have an issue with it.
Right.
Really?
That's true.
That is.
That's true. But I have been in a position where it can be a little of a turn off. Like, it's kind of like, I don't know. Sometimes, yeah, it could be slightly, just unattractive. Because it's just, my mind likes to wander, and I just start thinking about like what could this be? Like where does it go from here? If this is where it's starting.
True that.
So we heard two guys like Solomon and Ant-Man. Y'all both said,
Ant-Man.
You did not have those conversations because it wasn't intentional. It was casual. So it sounds like you don't get to that step until you're serious and being intentional about a female.
Yes.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I definitely feel like, because finances, I feel like that's one of the main things that cripples a lot of people's relationships. So, when you're at the beginning and it's that euphoric stage and you just getting to know each other, it's just like, can we just enjoy that for now? And then get to that point. I don't know.
I feel like as a man, and most men, they know, and I don't know, every guy that I know that's married, it's like he had that moment where he knew she was the one. And it happened to me. Like I knew, like the Lord spoke to me and said, this is gonna be your wife. So It's like,
well, all right. Did she know you though? Did she know you when he said that to you? I just want to know how it happened.
Yeah. No, we were on our third date.
Oh, okay. So you guys were there. You want to, okay.
Yeah. So and like he spoke to me, and then she told me later on he spoke to her, like, later on that week, But it's like, if a guy is intentional and he actually sees a future with you, he's gonna ask those important questions. So if a guy's not asking you about deeper stuff, then he's probably not seeing this going anywhere.
This is true. Very true.
I have a question for you guys. Okay.
Nope.
Whatever.
Listen.
I just want to know: would y'all date a girl? Well, actually, Ant-Man, since you are single, as you say, and we know that you're not, so we don't want to disrespect.
Whoa.
But no, we don't. But I just want to know, when you were single. Okay. Yes. So, like, would you ever date a girl who was living with her mother or her family? At what age would she have to be out on her own for you to even be like, okay, does it even matter? Like, is it okay if she's in transition? Figure out what she's trying to do.
That's a fair question. I like to think I'm a pretty genuine person. So, like, I understand circumstances, and, that's just a season or a storm you're going through. That's one thing. So I don't really have like a set standard, like, oh, you need to be out by a certain age. But I do expect communication and a genuine, being genuine and keeping it 100 with what you have going on, though. Because if I'm in the dark about stuff, that leaves room for the imagination, and you don't know.
See, that's why he's my dog right there. Like you see the way his mind works. That's a brilliant guy, for real. I feel the same way. Like, so my family is Nigerian. So growing up in an African household, it's like, I think we look at things a little different. You kind of take care of your family until you get married and do your own thing. So if I was dating a woman and she was living with her family, and depending on the circumstance, like she just sleeping on the couch and she's 35 and she ain't got no job and she just kicking it and she like, Mama, I need something to eat. That's a different story. It's a different story. But if she's working and you know, she's saving money, and I wouldn't have a problem with that, you know.
Yeah, I don't think I would either. I don't think I would either. So
what if she had children and she was with her mama them? No.
Well, at this point in my life, I feel like yeah, I'm mature to a point where like that's not a problem either. You know, it's still the more I know, the better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Realistically,
I mean,
you know, we're in our 30s, so you know, like a child is not that far fetched right now. You know, so, you know.
Would you be okay if she made more money than y'all?
I would be extremely okay with that.
Okay. I just want to know. I just want to know. Would you be
No ego tripping over here.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I mean, your money, how much you make doesn't make you a man. So if you're taking care of your business, then it doesn't matter.
Yeah, and I feel like when these issues come up, I feel like you're dealing more with just like the surface level. Oh, she makes more money. Nah, maybe it's more so like, you know, how this woman carries herself. What with her making more money? Does she hold it over your head? Does she make you feel less than because of that? You know, that's more so what I would be paying more attention to, not the actual bank account.
So, boom. Have you guys ever had joint accounts with women?
I do now.
I know you do because your wife.
I can't say I've done that yet.
Okay. Some people believe in it. Some people believe in, you know, live together. Since we live together, everything is ours. Joint accounts, money, everything. Because even if you live in, I'm gonna ask y'all what I asked last week. A guy told me that he would never move in with a woman because a woman will be quick to throw you out. So, do you guys believe? Do y'all believe that to be true?
I mean, I feel like that's another one of those overgeneralizations. Like, I feel like, you know, it's just circumstantial. I feel like you can say that either way, like, you know, whether it's the man or the woman. Like, if you're in a position, you don't really want to be in a position where, you know, you're just at somebody's mercy like that. That's just with anything. Like,
that sounds like
even with your job, like you don't want to be completely at their mercy like that. You shouldn't be at anyone's mercy like that.
You're completely right. So I just had to get, you know, I love getting perspectives.
That sounds like an excuse to me. That doesn't even make any sense.
Oh, talk about living with a woman.
Like if you don't want to do it, just say you don't want to do it. Like,
yeah, you're right.
Don't be mad because
you're hiding behind that. You're hiding behind that overgeneralization.
That's just an excuse.
I agree. Oh, sorry, my light went out. But yes, I agree. I think that I think that what you just said, and this is somebody who's older, okay? Somebody in their 40s. And I said, what? Okay.
How many times you got thrown out, dog?
Right. I mean, that could be a very good question.
Like,
that's a very good question.
How they just gonna throw you out though?
That's true.
Like, I think he was trying to make the perspective of like women, they're so emotional and they're so like, you know, overboard, and you know, they'll always hold it against you that you don't make what he made. I said,
so that comes from I've been doing a lot of work on myself the last couple of years, right? So no, I'm serious. Like I've been going to therapy. I've been, you know, spend a lot of time in the Word, and like I've been just working on self-improvement, and that comes from the fragile male ego. That's all that is.
Woo!
That's all that is. Because as a man, like our egos are very important to us, and when they're bruised, we lash out. So it's like he feels like, oh, you make more money than me? Well, I ain't gonna do this. Like that's so foolish.
That's
so foolish.
There we go. Hallelujah.
That's
I'm sorry for right now. But yeah,
I would have to agree with that.
I agree. I like that perspective. Thank you. And you took the time to deal with yourself before you dealt with anyone else.
Yeah.
That's the key.
Yeah, because I used to be a fool. So
Were you really? Were you really?
And
Yeah,
so
hey,
hold on.
me and you both, brother. Me
So
and you both.
Ant's like one of my best friends. So we've known each other since Georgia Southern, and we've been in these streets acting the fool together for decades now. Okay, so
you've been delivered.
I
You've been delivered.
Yes, but like you gotta, if when you're ready for that, you gotta take the time to deal with your own stuff before you try to bring somebody else in. And if you're always gonna have stuff, like that's not gonna change. I still got my stuff, but I'm aware of it, so I don't put all my stuff on somebody else and expect them to fix it.
You preaching?
Hello.
That's a wise brother right there.
Ashley said,
just a little bit.
Ashley said, at least the man said it about that fragile male ego, because I always say men are so sensitive. Like that, I know they are emotional, but men are the most sensitive beings.
We are. We're sensitive.
I just am grateful that you're saying that you agree, Solomon.
No, we're sensitive, but we just don't tell y'all we're sensitive.
Oh, but we know y'all.
That's the difference.
We know you're sensitive.
The thing is, like, if you say something to your man, and you like, I don't like how you did that. He's gonna be like, all right, cool. All right. and then he gonna lash out at you by like being standoffish or something. Like, well, all right, go do your thing then. I don't care. Whatever.
Yeah,
I got
this. A lot of guys do that. They're in denial about their sensitivity because we've been conditioned to think there's something wrong with it, but that's just human nature, truth be told.
Like it's real. Like I've that's one of the things I worked on. Like Ant can tell you. Ant, when we get off the phone, I always tell you I love you, right?
Right.
Because it's like we don't, as men, we don't allow ourselves to be vulnerable. You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with being vulnerable. Now, you're not gonna be sitting around just crying all the time, but it's okay. It's okay to express if something's bothering you. Let it be known instead of holding it in, and then it turns into a bigger issue later.
Oh yeah, that's where the strokes come in and them heart attacks when you're in 50s and stuff. You gotta, be able to.
And this is why it's been a struggle for us to find males to come on the show. We're gonna tie that in. Thank you so much, Ant-Man. Thank you so much, Ant-Man.
Hey, no problem. My pleasure.
And of course, Solomon. But you see, it's been such a struggle, but you just hit the nail on the head. It's because I guess as a woman, some stuff we ain't gonna never know. We're women. I'm not trying to know everything a man knows. I don't want that. But I think that it's been such a struggle to show the vulnerability that it's, especially in our age group, even though, it's been in all age groups, but it's more now, or maybe my eyes are more keen into our age group to say, hey, y'all, why just talk about it like we do? We're not gonna bash you. We're not gonna hurt you. It's all right. We're friends. We're all friends. Like what? I don't think that's not what we do. So I'm like, I'm just grateful because I'm like, thank y'all for coming on. Jeez. I mean, the guys, we love the other ones too. JC, Corey, Brian, we thank y'all too for always coming. Anytime we need something, y'all jump on. But even if we're trying to grow the circle and get more men, it would be great, you know what I'm saying, if we get men on different levels or different ideas. Like Solomon, you're married. So, since the waiting game came to be, is that we're waiting and we 35. It is what it is. We wait. Well, we 36. We got one more person to cross over to the 30.
Hey, I'm 35 still.
You 35 in about 36 in about a month. In about a month. But I think that it's really tough trying to figure out this whole dating thing. These finances, like finances are for real. Because when I was 20-some years old, I ain't care nothing about no finances. Did I know I was gonna be in debt with school loans? No. Did I know I was gonna be paying loans back for maybe forever until I make it? Right. But I might be paying for quite some time. I think, and just finding somebody that can at least talk about it. I ain't saying we get married right now. We just talking. We're just talking. Don't be afraid of the conversation. So I appreciate you guys not being afraid of the conversation.
Yeah. Well, it's a certain level of vulnerability that's involved with talking about finances, talking about real stuff. And when you're dating as a guy, you want to present, the best form of yourself. And it takes a lot of is when you let yourself be vulnerable, it's a possibility that that vulnerability could get you rejected. And a lot of times you don't want to deal with that.
Preach.
Yeah. No, I'm done.
Preach that one, baby.
And we always say rejection works on both sides, right? Just as much like women are scared and the men are scared, we're scared too. We're fearful of rejection. But I think at some point, and maybe y'all can speak to this, where we've seen women will bounce back and throw themselves back out in the pool.
Yes.
Once the man gets hurt or heartbroken,
yeah.
like
I commend y'all for that.
All the way down.
Hey, me and Ant got a homeboy. We're not gonna say his name, but
right.
Remember, he got hurt when he was like 16, and he's still acting up.
Still acting tough. Hey, my brother, man, he married, got his third one on the way, still playing tough. It's like I don't
have it.
Remember that girl from kindergarten, man? She didn't let me play with her on the playground. I'm still mad about that. I ain't let nobody in.
Why did stereotypically we laugh and joke about it. We'll never laugh at anybody's hurt. But we just say, remember that guy? He's still mad. Like, why you still hurt? It does take, see what it is our rejection level, and different people are different. Women are different, but we bounce back. Not to say that we don't still think about it, or things don't bring up certain things to say, that reminded me of that. But it's not gonna stop me from meeting someone. I think that's the problem. People just won't let go, and then you have all these walls. And it's like, well, we'll just, brother, perfect example. These ladies know. Oh, go ahead, let's go. Mm-hmm.
Well, y'all school me, but I think it helps because I think women are better at dealing with stuff when it happens. We just hold it in, and then it's like 6 months later, you're like, dang, I'm not over it. I need to go hit her up again. You know what I'm saying? I feel like when y'all get hurt, y'all deal with the emotions and all that comes with being hurt. We just bury it down, and then it comes out later.
And I feel like that is why women are labeled being more emotional. It's not necessarily like you literally have more emotions. It's just you don't have a problem dealing with them in the present. And traditionally, men, we just a condition not to deal with them right then in the present. The only other emotion a guy really is gonna tap into in the present is he's like extremely pissed off.
Yeah. Boom. That is so true.
But I was gonna say, women, we may bounce back. However, I was thinking the flip side of the coin is we may flip and go into another relationship bringing all that baggage and haven't dealt.
If we haven't dealt with. Yep.
We're bringing our issues into every relationship we encounter. So that's the flip side of, we may bounce back, but have we really dealt with those issues? And the reason why we keep going to relationship is because we have not dealt with that hurt where y'all just shut down and don't deal with it. We're like,
and you got to find balance in between the two, basically.
Yeah. You're right. See, Cherie and Maggie. I'm gonna bring up somebody. We ain't gonna say his name.
Okay.
But
I know who y'all talking about.
When we were younger, when we were involved in the church, and I'm sure the people who are watching from the church, they know who it is. When they were together forever. This guy and this girl, they were together forever. Child, when they broke up, it was a big thing. Like, people still talk about it today. They was both on the floor. He was on the floor crying. This is in the church service. Like, it was serious. Why is it that this lady then got married with 5 children, living her best, and he can't get over it?
Wait, did she break up with him in church?
Well, I think they had a conversation, maybe. I think so, because I think it spilled over. It might have happened on the phone or something. It might have spilled over. Then when they saw each other, because they both were youth leaders. So when they came to church, it was like, something's going on. Then both of them crying on the ground.
Wow.
And they broke up, and now she done moved on, child, with the kids. He has not. I'm telling you, and I want him to so bad, but he won't. He can't get over it.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. You shouldn't break up with people in church. That's kind of messed up.
Yeah.
Well, healing is in church, so maybe she did it so they can get healed in church.
Yeah, I thought that would be a safe place.
You know what I'm saying? But not when 20 years later I'm still talking about it. Maybe
No, right. That's I'm gonna pray for that, brother.
Yeah.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, that's tough. I don't know.
Maybe he felt like she was the one.
I'm sure he did.
I'm pretty sure he did.
I'm sure
that's why he was crying on the floor. So
he was crying.
It's not funny.
Y'all laughing?
Solomon got jokes.
I'm not laughing. Y'all the ones laughing.
It's not funny. But
I'm not laughing.
I'm sorry, it's not funny, but we don't laugh at people's demise and heartbreak. No, we don't. We're just trying to make a point that, the vulnerability, like I would love to talk to, just to hear like vulnerability in men. I just would love to have that kind of show if we had more people. They could be in the black too, like Ant-Man. He said he dark, so that's cool. I'm just glad he here. Doesn't matter. We can hear him. So,
Ashley did say it would be nice to have a face with a voice, Ant-Man.
Okay, I'm just saying that's what the people say.
He looks just like me.
Also, y'all haven't been able to see me this whole time.
No, your picture, your not on.
Oh, that's why. Understood. Well, I was kind of rushing when I did this.
Wait a minute. Did you see?
Y'all want to say hi to my wife?
Yes.
Wait, why are you running?
Look at her. Hello, wife. Hey, your husband. Hey.
Hey, what's happening?
So he's still not gonna come out the black? Okay.
We still can't see you, Ant.
Yeah.
It's cool. I know what you look like.
Yeah, we might have to just be another time. I'm struggling over here with it. But so I do have to go, you guys. This is great show talking. I gotta get back.
We had a great show.
Thank you.
Don't worry, we thank you. Wait a minute, hold on, wait. I need him to say this to me, please. Ant-Man. Next time you come on, will you have your camera on, please?
Yes. I will have that ready for you.
Now we have people who are here as witnesses, so
okay. Yeah, we're gonna get that. We're gonna get that together.
Please,
all right,
all I ask.
Love you, dog.
So much. Amazing.
Well, I don't know. I'm sensitive. I might take this to heart and shut down.
Oh Lord.
Don't do that. You playing. You playing.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a great night, though.
You too. Thank you so much. Stay safe.
Uh-huh.
Is he on? Oh, he's about to be. I wish we could get, do you have any other guys like him that you can call him like? No, I'm just saying so that they can give their little perspective as well,
Let me see.
Like some calling.
They don't have to come now. They don't have to come now. Maybe next week or maybe a different week.
Yeah.
Now, hold on. Okay, because Cherie told us when we first when she said that you had a few of them, and we was like, okay. Then
that's what happens when you oversell stuff, okay?
No, he said they was all for it until podcast came in the conversation.
Well, tell them, okay, they can be in the black. Just tell them, can they come in the black?
We have some people cheesing in on the chat. Who is Lonnie? Hey, Lonnie, you put this big smiley face.
Oh,
okay, Lonnie, what's his last name?
That's my other stupid homeboy.
So you want to come in on the black, Lonnie? Maybe? Okay, next time.
He married too.
Too soon?
Yeah.
Too soon? Okay. Well, okay, Solomon, let the people know when is you have a podcast as well.
Oh, yes.
So we'd like to hear about it.
Oh, well, let me tell you about it. Okay.
Let's go.
All right. So my podcast is called Songs of Solomon Podcast. And it's just about my life and, life from a Christian man's perspective, life, love, and everything in between. Comes out every Wednesday. You can check it out anywhere that podcasts are available.
All right. Check it out. Yes.
Got it. So, maybe we can have a dialogue with, you don't have to be necessary. I don't know what the men feel. I ain't no man, so I don't know. But I just want at some point to them to feel comfortable. Even if you just want to hop on his and talk to him. Talk to Solomon. You ain't got to talk to us. You can talk to Solomon. That's fine.
But that's the problem. They don't need to talk to me. They need to talk to y'all.
They won't. They won't.
The thing is, okay, let me read the messages I got. Okay. It said,
I want to hear them. Thanks.
one guy said, hold on, let me pull this up.
I want to know.
He said, so we gotta be single to talk? And he said, nah, it sounds like a trap. Gang of women who want to ask us questions. So it's like they scared,
But
scared.
they don't know who's watching, who's like, dang, I'm feeling him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They blocking. They're blocking themselves from receiving something that could be amazing.
I agree. I've been pushing for these kind of conversations for a while because there really is a disconnect between men and women, and the only way you can fix it is if you talk. And,
right.
And if Lonnie's still on there, tell him to shut up.
Okay.
Lonnie's told Solomon. Yep, I had to put my kids to bed first.
But Tanya said, "Hey, Solomon."
What's up, Tanya?
I know, right?
Okay. So, Lonnie, did you hear what he said? Shut up. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, all of that. And then Justin Character said, "Love you right back. We love you. We miss you." He went to Georgia Southern too. It's getting a little bit too the scale. Hey. A little tempted because it's all Georgia Southern, and I'm like, what?
You know what I'm saying?
But it's fine. It's cool. We all went to great schools, so it doesn't matter. Thank you so much, Solomon. This has been really great for us. We just trying to get different men, different perspectives. Some people might be feeling like you, and they might just need that push.
Yeah.
To say, hey, like your friend, even though he was in the black, but that was the first step. That was the first step.
I can show you a picture. I can hold my phone up so I can see what he looks like.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter because as women, we investigate, so we'll probably find him somewhere.
I'm sure somebody gonna share that information later. So
I already know. So thank you so much, Solomon. Let us know when you have another podcast so that we can watch your things. So you just kind of threw like a wrench in everything because I had some ideas for the next show, but we're gonna change it. Well, we can't. No, at some point we're gonna bring you back.
Oh, okay.
We can bring you back, and your friend when he shows his face, and then we're gonna work on one more person. Try to get one more. Three's a charm.
I'll tell you what. I'll let me know when you want to do that, and I'll just invite them over so that way we can be in the same place.
Oh,
there you go.
That will work.
Yes.
The thing is though, like this is a lot for me. I'm really shy, so I will try to work on my shyness so that I can be more comfortable.
I don't believe that.
I can be more comfortable next time.
Sorry, sir. I don't believe that.
With those thumbs up.
Right. I don't believe that. Right. But next week, this is what we were gonna do anyway, which the ladies, I'm telling y'all now. So we're gonna go from the older perspective. So we're getting women who are mamas them age, and they're gonna talk, and they're single, and they're waiting too, whether they be 50, 45, and whatever, just to get their perspective as well about the intentionality of dating and finding people on the sites. Are they going on the sites? How do they expect to meet their husband? I just want to know. I want to know personally. So we're going to have some other women coming on. Of course, as always, guys, do you have anything else to say before we close out? I'm sorry. I didn't say that to you guys. Anything else? Okay. Thank you so much for bringing him, Cherie. He good. He's good. He good.
Yeah.
And thank you, wife, for loaning him. I know, tell her that.
Right.
Because this is y'all's quality time. Sorry. And then Maggie, anything else to say? Shout out your thing again, please, ma'am. Put it in the chat.
So Credit Business Faith _business_services. Follow me on Instagram. Hit me up on Facebook. And we can get your credit right. Let's get some discipline on these finances, y'all. So
we all need discipline.
And blow up.
Yeah, so we can not be like Solomon and be like,
Look, listen, I've grown, okay? I made mistakes. I made mistakes, but I've grown.
It was open because you're in a home now, but it was just open for me to say it. So I had to say it. But yeah, so thank you again, everybody, for joining us. I think, like I said, next time we'll have some older women giving their perspective of what they feel. Are the guys still doing the same stuff at 40 and 50 that we talking about at 35 and 36? So as always, we thank you for watching. Please follow us on Instagram, The Wedding Game Chapter 35. We're on YouTube. We're on everything. Just follow us, okay? And share it. Share it with others. We'll definitely put this video on YouTube. It'll be on there by tomorrow. We love you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And we'll talk to you next time.
Bye.
Hold on, let me make sure.
I know, right?
One of these times we're gonna do bloopers, okay? Bye, y'all.
Bloopers are hilarious.